Whenever a concubine was chosen to spend the night with the emperor, he would secretly drug her tea, making her hold a pillow and imagine sharing a night of passion with him. Though his harem was filled with thousands of beauties, not a single heir was born. Still he kept marrying new concubines, just to hide his humiliating secret of impotence. One day, to reclaim the 400,000 troops in General Chushi's hands and strengthen his rule, the emperor decided to marry the general's daughter. But when he saw her portrait, he was horrified. The woman in the painting had a bold masculine face, a thick patch of nose hair, and a few moles splattered across her cheeks. It looked less like a lady and more like a burly man. The emperor's stomach turned, and murderous thoughts crept into his mind. His guard quickly advised him to calm down, reminding him that the general controlled a massive army, and that the woman had grown up in the rough northwest frontier. Her bluntness was simply a product of that harsh land. In fact, the locals even used her portrait as a door charm to ward off evil. The emperor nearly fainted just picturing that. Then a wicked idea struck him. He could blame the empress's death on his rival Prince Yangon, let their armies destroy each other, and sit back to reap the benefits. With that plan in mind, he drew his sword and set off to kill her. Meanwhile, the empress was in her chamber, ranting at the emperor's portrait. She called him ugly and delusional, boasting that she was beautiful, strong, and skilled in writing and archery, and would never marry such a hideous man, nor surrender her father's army. She prepared a special potion for the wedding night, intending to make the emperor's legs go weak, so he could not produce an heir. Then she would raise a son of her own to claim the throne. Just as she was finishing her plan, two shadows appeared outside the door. Sensing danger, the empress blew out the lamp. Soon her maid was locked in combat with the intruders. The emperor himself joined the attack, but to his shock, the empress fought like a seasoned warrior. A single strike pinned his sword arm, her spear embedded into the wooden pillar beside his head. Had she not held back, he would have been dead. Standing tall, she demanded to know who he was. The emperor lied, saying he served Prince Yangon and had been sent to assassinate her. But when he lunged again, she easily overpowered him, forcing him to flee into the night. The maid wanted to chase after the attackers, but the empress stopped her, noting that real assassins never announced their master's name. The clumsy setup reeked of conspiracy. With no choice left, the emperor had to marry this formidable woman. On her wedding day, the empress wore her red gown, plotting how to keep her father's army under her control. The emperor, meanwhile, could barely stand the thought of sharing a bed with someone so manly. He resolved to use others to eliminate her. When the two finally met, he tried to act affectionate, but she squeezed his hand so hard he almost cried. A eunuch came running to say that a favored concubine had fallen ill. The emperor immediately abandoned his bride to go visit her. It was all part of his plan. He wanted jealousy to drive the two women into conflict, so he could later take advantage of the chaos. Yet things didn't go as he expected. The empress felt relieved rather than jealous. When she heard he would not spend the night with her, she calmly went to bed early, infuriating the emperor so much that he prepared another dose of his potion, intending to teach her a lesson. But before he could act, a eunuch reported that the emperor had decided to visit the empress's chambers after all. The empress sarcastically said she wasn't running a junk shop and had no use for unwanted goods. When she moved to light a candle, the eunuch warned her the emperor disliked bright rooms. The empress smirked in silence, while the emperor on the other side of the door muttered in relief that she had not lit the lamp, saying that if he saw her face he wouldn't be able to sleep for days. As